Thanks very much for jumping on the call. I'm going to keep it to just keep it short, very top line, just give you some really brief overview information about the products, a little bit of information about the business. The objective of this call is really just to share our stories, to inspire you maybe to make some healthy choices in your life and to excite you about an opportunity that might be for you or might be for somebody that you know. And for me, what I just want to talk to you guys about is why the product in the business just makes sense. And then I'm going to get the girls to share their stories, because I think really hearing from other people is the most powerful thing about any decisions that we make, right? We make decisions about products we use, services we use, places we visit, based on what our friends and family do, which is exactly the reason why the product and the business work so well. So let me just introduce myself, which would make sense. So my name is Emma Snedden. I've been with the Juice Plus company for 4 years, but like the girls who are talking tonight, some of them are just getting started. I started the business 4 years ago as a very happy customer. Absolutely loved the products from like the minute that I started taking them. I really noticed the difference. I'm going to cover a little bit about that in a minute. But what I want you to think about over the next little while 10 minutes while I talk about the products and we hear from the girls, is just like, do you eat enough fruit and vegetables currently as things stand today? Do you consume enough fruit and vegetables every single day, 365 days a year? For me, the answer to that question was no, right? Probably still is no, to be honest, outside of taking Juice Plus, right? Do you eat enough of a variety of fruit and vegetables, right? So for me, when I first came across the Juice Plus product, somebody talked to me about it, my instinctive reaction was, I'm okay, I eat enough fruit and vegetables already. Absolutely, like I definitely didn't do that, but in my head, I had, vegetable soup, maybe a banana, some strawberries, bit of veg with my tea sometimes, but I definitely had the same fruit and vegetables, the same 5 or 6 interspersed through the week. I definitely didn't have 30 different fruit, veg and berries every single day, 365 days a year, definitely not. And the upshot of that was that I was knackered, like totally knackered. I used to work 12, 14 hours a day in a corporate job. I was 36 years old when I started taking Juice Plus. The only regret I have is that I didn't find it earlier. My God, I would love to have found this product in my, as a child. My children take the product and they're really feeling the benefits. So I'll share that with you as well in a minute. But really, because of the lifestyle that I had, I didn't eat enough fruit and veg. And the other question that I'd ask you to ask yourself is think about the quality, right? So even if you're saying, yes, I do. I do. I eat enough fruit and veg. I eat a big variety, and I'm really good, which is fantastic, right? I would never knock that. But what I would question is the quality of the fruit and veg that we eat now. Okay, so really, the fruit and veg that's in Tesco, Aldi, even the greengrocers, right, generally has traveled many, many miles to get to our shelves. It's picked before it's ripe, so it doesn't have the nutritional value that we think that it has when we purchase it. Bananas are green. They're not meant to be green. They're supposed to be yellow. Fruit's meant to ripen on the vine. So it's not meant to ripen in your fruit bowl. You can even buy fruit to ripen at home. The nutritional content of that is so low that we aren't even really fueling our bodies properly for the lifestyle that we have. Right? This is why people are knackered. All my friends were tired too, and I was tired, and I just thought that's life. We're not meant to be tired. We're meant to be full of beans. We're meant to fuel our bodies to be active, to be able to, run far and live long, and really that's not what's happening with people's lives. It's because the nutritional quality of what we have isn't good enough. And even think about vegetables, right? I used to think, I eat loads of veg, which I did quite a bit, but you boil what's left of the nutrition out of it. Yeah, you get a broccoli or green beans or whatever, put it in a pan, boil it for 5 minutes, all the nutrition goes into the water. We take the veg out and we throw the nutrition down the sink. Like mental, right? So that was me. Like when I came across the product, I started to realize that was the life that people were living, and there was a reason why all my friends and my family and the people that I worked with were tired and grey-skinned and moaning and ill all the time, and it was because we're not having the right nutrition. And I came across Juice Plus, right, and at the time, like I said, just wasn't feeling my body properly. And this product, it's just fruit, veg, and berries. It's food. Right, and your body recognises it. It's not a vitamin pill. It's not like what you get off the shelf in Holland & Barrett or Boots or whatever. This is whole food nutrition, right? So your body goes, that's food. I know what to do with that. I'll disperse it around your body and I'll use it all, right? And I really love that about it, because I know that I'm fueling my body for the crazy busy life that we all have, right? Let me just show you the product. Right, this is the fruit capsule, right? The berry and the veg capsules look very similar, slightly different colour. Right, that's it. You take 2 of those, 2 fruit, 2 veg, 2 berries every single morning with a pint of water. I walk around everywhere with one of these, right? Always got water with me. So I know, and have done for nearly 4 years now, 4 years next month, been taking that product and fueling my body every single day with 30 different fruit, veg and berries. It just takes that worry away, right? It's never about replacing fruit and vegetables. It's not about replacing food, right? This is food. You don't take Juice Plus, you eat Juice Plus, right? It's food. But what it does do, if you think about when you give your body good stuff, right? Your body craves what you give it. When you give your body bad stuff, like have a big night out, what do you want? Rubbish food. The more goodness you put in your body, the more your body craves good food. So I crave things like water. Right, that's what I want to drink when I'm thirsty. I crave things like pineapple and apples and strawberries. I love vegetables, right? That definitely wasn't me 4 years ago. So, but let me tell you here, right? Have a think about what you eat at the moment. Like, are you getting this amount of fruit and veg? I'll tell you some of what's in it. So here's the fruit one, okay? In here we have cranberries, oranges, citrus fruits, cherries, pineapples, peaches, papayas, dates, prunes. Like who? Hands up if you have dates and prunes every single day. Like, I don't know anybody who does that. My granddad used to have prunes with his porridge every day. He's probably the only person in 40 years that I've come across who has prunes every day. The vegetable one. In here we have, for example, cabbage, kale, tomatoes, broccoli, parsley, tomatoes, cabbage. I definitely don't think I eat cabbage at all. Maybe once a year. And coleslaw. Probably about it, right? Definitely not every single day. These ones, the berry capsules, are amazing, right? They're amazing. People love them because the berries are great for your skin. I think about what you put on your skin, creams, lotions, potions, right? Much more important for your skin is what you put in your body. These are brilliant for that, for your skin, hair and nails. But more importantly, actually, as we get older, we need to start looking and thinking about, so those of you who are like my end of the spectrum, towards the 40s and older, will really be thinking about your health going forward. Will you be there long enough for your children to enjoy their lives? All that sort of stuff. These are amazing for your cardiovascular health, right? How your heart functions. So I love that about them, that I know I'm giving my body good nutrition that's going to help me function better from the inside. So in here is pomegranate, blueberry, bilberry, elderberry, raspberry, cranberry, blackcurrant, so on, so on, so on. Right? I don't need to name them all, but there are 30 different fruit, veg and berries in those capsules that I just take every single day. My whole family take them, right? Everybody, the youngest to the oldest, from the 3-year-old to the 70-odd-year-old, my stepdad. Everybody in between takes the Juice Plus product. We are all healthier now than we have ever been, right? My children take the product. They haven't had a day off school. They haven't been ill. They haven't had a doctor's note, a doctor's visit, or anything for over 3 years. And they were 3 and 6 when they started taking Juice Plus. They're now 6 and 9. So I know that I'm sending them out the door every day with a great nutritional product, right? Because they also get this children's product for free, right? The product, I knew I was feeling great, right? The upshot of me taking these was I started to be awake later at night. I had more energy. I looked better. People noticed the difference in me, like within about 2 weeks. People were saying to me, like, my God, Emma, like, what are you doing? Take this product, it's amazing. It's just fruit and vegetables. Never felt better. And I realised that I could get the product for my children. Well, there was no stopping me. So my children have been taking these, exactly the same fruit, veg and berries for nearly 4 years now, actually 4 years in February. And it's just the same, look, that's a little chewy version. Same 30 fruit, veg and berries in there, but you get the fruit and vegetable chewables free when an adult buys the premium capsules, because it's part of what's called the Children's Health Study, which is a study into the impact of nutrition on children, right? So like I said, my children drink loads of water, haven't had a day off school, haven't had a doctor's visit. I can only talk about my own experience and then back it up with what the study says, which is exactly the same. So, but more importantly, right, as a mum, how many of us constantly see us and our friends standing over our children, eat your veg, eat your veg, eat your veg, you're not having enough veg, it's constant worry, isn't it, right, what they eat. I don't worry about that, because the more goodness I give them, the more goodness they ask for. Like, they ask for fruit and veg, which it's a real weight off my mind. I absolutely love that product. And the really important thing that I just wanted to kind of understand is that it makes you feel great, right? For me, I felt my energy was better, my skin was better, everything was better, but more, it was just I felt better all the time. Does that make sense? It wasn't like an up and down thing. I felt better all the time. And just naturally recommended that to people. Can you just excuse me 1 second? What's wrong? What's wrong with your phone? Okay. Right. Just give me 1 second. I'll get you a plaster, okay? Sorry, guys. My little 9-year-old has cut her thumb, so I'm going to be back in 60 seconds. I'm just going to go and grab a plaster. So just excuse me for 60 seconds. It's okay. It's all right. It's all right. It's really nice. Don't worry, it'll be fine. I'll put the plaster on it and it'll be fine. Okay, I'll carry on talking while I'm doing this. We're multitasking, guys. Okay, so I've covered the Children's Health Day. Product's amazing. Don't worry, the towel. And I've covered a little bit about the capsules there, but the only thing I really need you to remember and think about for yourselves is, are you getting enough nutrition? Do you feel amazing every single day? Ow, 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 ow. No, that really hurts. That really hurts. Okay, what I want you to do, let's just go over there 2 minutes and I'll come and see you. Okay, but are you getting the nutrition that you need right now? Are your children getting the nutrition that they need right now? So for me, this product really solved a problem that I wasn't getting nutrition. And honestly, guys, if you're getting poorly every year, I hear it in the school playground all the time. I always get a cold. My children are always sick, blah, 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 blah. Have a look at what you're eating and what you're consuming and see, maybe this might be something. I don't know anybody who doesn't need better nutrition. The final product I want to just quickly tell you about before I introduce the girls, and then I'll keep an eye on her for a minute, is the shakes product, right? The complete shakes. You may have heard about these. A lot of people think it's like a diet product and a weight loss product, blah, 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 right? It can be used to change body shape, right? Alongside a healthy eating plan, the motto or the vision of the company is to inspire healthy living around the world. This is an entry point for a lot of people. What I did with this product, and I still do, is I replaced a meal I wasn't having. I never used to eat breakfast, right? I was far too busy, couldn't fit it in. Yet we all know, don't we, that breakfast is the most important meal of the day. But how many of us, less than 70%, I think it is, of the population, regularly have breakfast every morning? For me, this was just a really healthy, easy solution. It's really healthy. It tastes amazing, right? That's important. But it also filled me up till lunchtime. It's dairy-free, it's vegan, it's non-GMO, low carb, low GI, all of that stuff. But for me, that wasn't why it was important, right? For me, it tastes great, it works, it fills me up till lunchtime, and it means I'm starting my day, and still do start my day, really healthily. And it comes in a vanilla and a chocolate one. So if you're like a muffin grabber in the afternoon, this might be something that really would help you to bridge that gap, the gap between lunch and dinner. Amazing product, I absolutely love it. Okay, so let me just introduce a couple of the girls to share their stories as well, so that you're not just hearing from me. I'm just going to cancel that out. If we could introduce Alana, are you there? Could you just unmute yourself for me? Oh, can you unmute yourself?
Yeah, I did. Can you hear me?
Perfect. Sorry, I can hear you now. Awesome. So thanks very much for joining us on the call. I'm excited to launch your business with you tonight officially. Could you just tell us, how did Juice Plus come into your life? What's the impact it's had on you, and why are you excited about the future?
Sure. I suppose in terms of who I am, I'm a mum of two. I have a 4-year-old and a 7-month-old, and I'm currently on maternity leave from a really busy corporate job. I'm a project manager in work, so it's really busy, hectic, and long days. So I'm starting to March, and starting to think about putting Max into childcare, and having to drop them off early and pick them up late. I'm really only getting to spend proper quality time with them at the weekend. So that's something that really kind of is in the forefront of my mind, that I don't want to have to do that for the next kind of, 6 or 7 years while the boys are still young. And I came across this opportunity. One of my friends started up her own franchise, and I was really interested in what she was doing. So I had a chat to her, and she kind of filled me in on what the opportunity was. And I just decided to go for it. While I'm on maternity leave, I thought I'll give it a shot, see what happens. And ideally, if I can make a go of it, then I can eventually give up my corporate job and do this full time. So I've been doing it for the last 3 weeks, since the end of November. And so far, it's amazing. I'm absolutely loving it. It's to have been doing something that's so new to me for such a little amount of time. I'm amazed at how well I've been doing with it, which has been great. It's kind of in contrast to the job I do, normally, you know, I've got loads of freedom in terms of where I do it, how I do it. I can work from home. I can work around Max, who obviously is 7 months old, so he needs a lot of attention from me still at the moment. So yeah, like I can do it around his naps, fit in 30 minutes here and there during the day, and still, you know, within the 3 weeks I've managed to build up quite a good sized business. So I'm hoping that by the time I get going back to work in March, I can make my business as big as I want to be. And that's the great thing about doing this, is that and see forward, I'll be able to make this as big as I want it to be. Or, you know, if I go back to work and I end up being busy there, I can still do this at the same time as that job. In terms of like the products themselves, obviously when I started up my own franchise, I started taking the products. So one of the big things for me having a 7-month-old is having absolutely no energy, because I'm not sleeping, because he's still up the night, and then he gets up at 5 in the morning. So I'm shattered all the time. Well, I was shattered, and then I started taking the capsules, and my energy levels are through the roof, which I was amazed. Like even after a week, I was awake later at night. Like after I put Frankie to bed, I was up for, you know, till 11 o'clock at night, which is really unheard of for me. And I have loads of energy during the day. My hair as well is got a lot thicker, because after I've had Max, a lot of my hair fell out and it's got thin, and I had bald patches, but it's really started to grow back really well. So even after the short time of taking the capsules, I'm seeing great results, which I'm really excited about. And I'm just excited to keep going with this and see where I can get to. So
fantastic. Thanks, Alana. Thank you very much for sharing your story with us. I can totally relate to the energy levels. As I said, myself was exactly the same. So I remember getting one night going, oh my God, it's 11 o'clock. I used to be like, there's no way I saw 11 o'clock. And now you can hear like full of beans at 20 past 9. That was unheard of 4 years ago. So I'm really excited for you to launch your business with you tonight. You made an amazing start the last few weeks, been promoted a couple of times already, which is brilliant. So you know, really looking forward to getting to know you a lot better as well over the next few weeks, months and years. So if you could mute yourself out again for me, that would be great. And I'd love to introduce now Hannah. Are you there, Hannah?
Yeah, can you hear me?
I can. Hello. I can't see you at the moment. I'll find you in a second. But same question to you, really. Could you tell us a little bit about how Juice Plus came into your life and why you're excited about the future?
Yeah, of course I can. So I started my Juice Plus journey at the end of May, beginning of June this year. Oh, I can see myself now. I took my little boy to Portugal in April this year, and I got home and couldn't bear to look at the pictures. I was mortified at just how bad I felt about myself, and, you know, like everybody else, having no energy, and just felt shit, really. So I saw a post on my friend's Facebook that she'd lost 3 stone. And I know it's not a weight loss product, but I thought, well, if it's working for other people, then maybe it'll work for me. So we got chatting, and I met her for a coffee, and she was talking me through the products and the business. And I thought, do you know what, just jump in both feet first. So I went for both. I joined the business and started the products at the same time. I've lost 1.5 stone now, I think, on the products. And, you know, like everybody else, my energy levels are just through the roof. I've started running again. I've got up to about 7 miles now. So my goal for next year is to do a half marathon. My little boy's on the chewables as well. I started on the berry capsules and the shakes, and just within a month or two, absolutely loved it. So I ordered the premiums for me and got him the chewables. And like your kid, Emma, he's not been ill, he hasn't had a day off school, and that's just in a few months of him having his chewables. And he asks for them as well with his breakfast, which is just amazing. He absolutely loves them. And I've caught my dad as well with his hand in the bag. He thought they were sweets. So the business as well, I've always been like a bit of an introverted person, quite shy, quite quiet. Since starting this, I've helped, I don't know how many people now, but I think between us all, we've lost about 8 stone. I've made so many friends, people that I never thought would speak to me now approach me in work, and things like that. I've made probably over £1,000 now with the business, which has helped me book a holiday for next year for me, my little boy and my sister. So I'm really excited about that. And as for 2017, I just think it's going to be the best year for me personally ever. I'm going to hope to lose another stone at least and do a half marathon and have a couple of holidays.
That's pretty awesome. Thank you very much. If you could mute yourself out. Thanks very much. That's an amazing story. I just made some notes there about some of your experiences. So thank you very much for sharing this with us. And yeah, to have made £1,000 in your business as well. Like I've only talked about the product for now, but from a business point of view, like it's £50 to join this business. And yet, once you make your £50 back or €60 over in America, in Ireland, once you make that £50 or €60 back, everything else in the business is profit. I don't know another business model like that, right, where you can set up on your own, you're in business for yourself, but not by yourself, and you have to help other people to be successful in order to help yourself be successful. It's just a brilliant, brilliant business model, and I'm really, really happy for you that it's going so well, and congratulations for officially launching your business tonight. Really excited to get to know you better as well and spend more time with you, and you know, I want to see loads of photographs of that holiday when you go on there next year as well. That's really exciting. And that's what we do, guys. We help people to get healthy. We help people to have like a better life, whatever that might be for each individual person. So for the final person I'd like to speak tonight at this part of it is Melissa. Are you there, Melissa?
Hi, can you hear me?
Hello, my love. Thank you very much for joining the call. If you could just do the same for us, if you just tell us your experience of taking the product and what you're excited about the future for.
Yeah, okay. So, well, I firstly got involved. Well, I got on the products, I got on the premium capsules, and that's because I literally don't eat fruit. I just don't like fruit. I love vegetables, but I also have had terrible eczema, terrible psoriasis as well. And my partner's friend actually messaged me and she was like, look, I've just seen a picture that you put up on Facebook of your eczema, like asking for help. So like, can I give you some of these to try? And I was like, oh my God, yes, please, if they're going to help. I'd already wasn't sure, like I'd heard about the product before and I tried creams, I tried oils, and nothing had worked for me before. So I thought, well, this is going to be interesting. So literally after 2 weeks, my eczema had all gone. It took 4 months for my psoriasis to go, but literally it's gone and it's never come back. And it's really interesting because I've been off the product before for about 2 months and none of it came back either. The psoriasis came back a little bit, and I think that's really important as well. Like a lot of people think that it's a cure, and it's not a cure, it's just like a really, really good prevention. And so it's really, really helped me with my skin, and because of that, like my confidence levels as well. Energy levels like crazy, especially when you've got like a crazy 2-year-old running around. I go to bed because it's late and not because I'm tired, and that's a massive, massive difference, especially when like I used to yawn like 50,000 times a day, and I'm not even exaggerating there. I was literally just yawning all the time, and now I just don't even yawn, but I probably yawn now, I've said that. So I got on I also lost 3 stone using the shakes and the premium capsules, and I've managed to maintain it for God, like 9 months now, which is amazing. And I still eat loads of cake, so that's like the best ever. But like business wise, I've been in the business for a year now, and it's literally been the best year ever for just so many different reasons. I joined when my maternity ended. Like my daughter Orla, she was 7 months old, and I just wasn't ready to leave her. I wasn't ready to go back to my waitressing job, and I also had just finished my fashion design degree as well. So like I wasn't ready to go backwards. I just wanted to go forwards, and I've always had such high expectations for myself, and like, yeah, that's my fault and everything, but I've always had massive dreams as well. And that's another reason why I love this business, because it just enables me to just dream as much as I want, as big as I want. And like, no one will laugh at me like they normally used to. And so yeah, like my dream was to have my own fashion shop. And I knew that I couldn't do that because it just wasn't possible. I was like this close to go to the bank and take out like a 10 grand bank loan. And I remember my partner was like, Melissa, you're crazy. Like, you can't do that. And thinking about it now, I must have been off my head. But I was scrolling through social media, and the lady that I bought the products from, she put up a post saying, who wants to earn £500 in time for Christmas? And I thought, like, where the hell am I going to get that from anywhere else? Like, I need to do this. So I messaged her and I was like, right, just sign me up. £50 sign up fee, that's nothing. I was about to go to the bank and get a £10,000 paid, like, bank loan. So £50, yep, that's fine, pay that. And I thought, right, if I work really, really hard, then I can, like, if I can get that £500 in like 2 months time, then I can leave my waitressing job. So I was so motivated, like this was literally the way out for me. So I worked really hard. Like first month I got my £50 back ×4, so I made my money back. Everything else after was just pure profit. And the second month I got well over £500, and I literally never forget the feeling walking into my work and I was like, I'm leaving today. It was the best feeling ever. And I left, and it's just been amazing ever since. And like it's funny because when I started, I was waitressing. I was a full-time mum. I was also managing my dad's shop. I was doing my fashion design from home. And I was also, I also work as a princess for the Imaginarium. So I could have very easily said that I don't have the time. And like we all have the same 24 hours in a day. It's just like how we use it. And I just really, really, really needed something to change. So I'm just so grateful for this business, and just so grateful that I get to go to bed every night knowing that in the morning I can wake up and just do whatever I want with Orla. So it's insane. And I'm so excited, as you can tell, for the future.
Thanks, Melissa. No, I love it. And you know, one of the that really relate to that story, because one of the reasons when I very first joined the business back in 2013, I met a girl who was a single mum. I know you're not a single mum, but she was like, for me, she told a story similar to that, which was around, she was able to just spend time with a little girl, Scarlett. She said, like, I compared my day, age 36, with 3 kids, to her day, which was age, I think she's like 24 at the time. And her day was like, I've been to the park, I've done a little bit of work on my phone, I've you know, put my daughter down for a nap, I've been to the gym, and I was like, whoa, hold on a minute here. Like, I've been like to the gym like 5:30 in the morning, because that's when I can fit it in. After that, I rushed around, shouted at my kids, threw them into their respective childcare establishments, did a 12-hour day at work, came home, threw the children into bed. They did a 9-hour day, I did a 12-hour day, and she was earning more money than me. And that for me was like, I don't, right, that was like my enough's enough moment. I just thought, this is ridiculous. If there's a better way, I want to know what it is, right? And so for you to say, like, you want to spend time with Orla, I want to go up with my kids and spend time with them. And like, our mornings and now are so much more chilled than they ever used to be. And that's really important. It's not really so much about the money, you know, the amount of money. It's about the money gives you choices and gives you freedom and gives you the opportunity to just spend time, like we call them magic moments. The magic moments with your children, the magic moments with your partner, the magic moments with your friends that we miss generally in life because we're so busy running around paying the bills or working that we don't see what we've got like right in front of us, or we see it but we can't enjoy it. So I really love that story. Thanks, Melissa, and congratulations. I know you've been in the business a little while, but on officially launching your business into 2017 tonight, we're about to head into probably the most exciting period of time with this company. The business is, you know, the company's 40 years old. This is not a new company. The product's 27 years old. It probably must be 28 years old now, in fact. You know, it's not a new thing. It's been around a very long time. So it's very stable, very secure, but we're only really getting started, right? And fruit and vegetables is not going to go out of fashion. You know, there's never going to be a time when you don't need to eat fruit and vegetables. So for me, the business model, and that's what I kind of want to move on to just for a few minutes at the end, really just makes sense as well. Like, so we talked about why the product makes sense. And you can see from the girls' stories and a bit from my own story, the business just makes sense as well. And the reason for that is, to me, I think you're working hard anyway. Whatever it is that you're doing in your life, just think about what your day is like. Are you working hard anyway? Are you ever going to achieve financial freedom in a reasonable amount of time doing what you're doing now? And that, when I was asked that question, was no. Like, are you going to achieve financial freedom, security, stability, and lifestyle in a reasonable amount of time doing what you're doing now? And I was like, definitely not. And then someone said to me, so like, what are you going to do? What's your plan B? And I was like, well, I don't have one. Don't know. Right? So I took a look at this because I joined the business as a really happy customer. I absolutely love the product. And I loved the product because it made me feel amazing, made me look better, made me feel better, gave me loads of energy, gave me my evenings back with my husband, and made me feel better in the gym, blah, 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 all of that stuff, right? But it's important. I'm 40 now, and I know I'm no supermodel, but I look better at 40 than I did at 30. I feel better at 40 than I did at 30. So I want everybody else, my friends, my family, everybody that I meet, I want to give them the opportunity to have the same. So I was naturally sharing the product with people. People were asking me, like, you do a full day, why have you got so much energy? And I naturally recommended the product to them. But we do it all the time, don't we? Like, people ask me where I get my nails done all the time, because I'm constantly, like, on Facebook or whatever. People inbox me, where'd you get your nails done? They're amazing. The mums at school. That's how we make decisions about where we get our hair done, our nails done, makeup done, what holiday destinations we go to, restaurants that we eat at. All of those decisions we make based on what our friends do, right? We don't make decisions about hair products or skin products or beauty products or restaurants based on a TV advert. We generally will ask our friends what they do, and that's why for me the business model is just makes sense. If you love a product anyway, feel the benefit anyway, telling people about it anyway, why would you not make an income from that too? Helping people to get healthy, helping people to make an additional income. So that's really why I got involved in it. It's very simple. Anybody can do this business. None of us are doctors. Well, there are some doctors, and there are everybody in the business. We've got undertakers, we've got airline pilots, we've got mums, dads, we've got corporate people, we've got unemployed people, we've got young people, old people, fat people, thin people, tall people, short people, everybody, right? Anybody can do this business. I love it for that, right? It's the only business I've ever come across where the normal person could make an extraordinary life for themselves and their family, because it's the same business model for everybody, product the same for everybody. And I absolutely love it for that. No favoritism, same opportunity. Doesn't matter what's been going on in your life up to this point even, right? You can just start this business in the morning and you can make a change and make next year way better than last year. The year after that, way better than this year. Next Christmas, better than last Christmas, right? That bit's down to you guys. So I just really quickly wanted to cover what the business, how it works, like really, really briefly. Like, I'm not going to go into War and Peace at all. It's like 2 minutes, because this business is not complicated. You take the product, you love the product, you share it with other people. You join the business, you love the business, you share it with other people. That's it, right? And I want to talk about why it's amazing, because this for me is why it's a no-brainer. The product, right, is a no-brainer because we shouldn't be ill, right? People are ill all the time. Look at your Facebook when you come off this. People are poorly and ill. And we're not meant to be ill, we're meant to function properly, we're meant to be lively, we're meant to have energy, we're meant to look good, and we're meant to have shiny eyes and shiny skin and beautiful hair. The reason that we don't is because we don't eat properly, we don't live properly. So for me, the product makes sense for that reason, but for me, the business makes sense for this reason, right? And I just got from the last call. So, I'm only going to be 2 minutes to talk for this. So here, right, well, this is in my opinion, traditional workplace, and why what we do is better. This is a very limited environment. What I mean by that is, right, think about where you work now. It doesn't really matter what it is. It'll be a traditional workplace generally. Everybody starts here, right, or the opportunity starts here. But the opportunity to progress through there narrows and narrows and narrows, because there's less and less opportunity for progression. So where a girl on the call before worked at a petrol station, and in Morrison's, and Nick, how supermarkets are a great example of this is a limited environment. There are not enough positions at the top for everybody. So it becomes quite a negative environment to work at, very much where I was, very frustrating. What we offer in the Juice Plus franchise is limitless. And what I mean by limitless is everybody starts here, as I said, but everybody can make it right to the top of the company. Everybody can earn all the bonuses. Everybody can make it to the pinnacle position. There are promotional levels all the way up, and you walk backwards and we take people with us. We help each other to be successful. It's an amazingly positive environment to work in, and it's limitless. It can be a small-time hobby earning you a few £100s a month, right up to literally limitless. There are people earning ridiculous amounts of money in this business. So it's entirely up to you what level you want to do it at, right? But it's limitless, and I love that about it, because anybody can do it. There are 4 elements to the business, and this is just top line, right? Retail, very tiny element. This is not a sales business. You are not knocking on doors. You're not delivering product. You're not delivering leaflets or any of that stuff, right? The reason this business works for busy people is because it's this bit here. You pay your £50 or your €60 or whatever it is in America. We're a worldwide company. We operate in 24 countries. You pay your distributor fee, and you can build your business in any of those countries, right? Anywhere in the world from your mobile phone. because the company does this, everything. Company does the donkey work, delivers the product, researches the product, makes the product, stores the product, delivers the product, handles the money, pays you. You don't have to do any of that stuff. But in a traditional business or owning your own business takes up time. And, you know, Melissa talked about that, taking out a 10 grand loan. And it would have taken forever, or at least a good few years to even break even. There was no risk attached to what we do. What you do, or we do, is this. We network, which is the bit I talked about a minute ago, which is recommending stuff to people, which we do every day anyway, right? Every time you check yourself into a restaurant or a bar on Facebook, you're recommending this business to people, or that business to people. And then we teach other people how to do the same. Really, really super simple. Anybody can do it. We also all do this anyway. And what I love about our industry and our business and our company is until you're able to do that yourself, right? A lot of people aren't that confident initially. Someone will do it for you. You get them on a call like this, I'll do it for you, right? You do not need to know what you're doing at the start. How do you get paid? You get paid in 3 ways. Customers. You find a customer, your friend wants to buy the product, you get paid a commission from the company for that. Thank you. Well done, because of you, that person bought the product. We get paid on team members' customers, right? We don't get paid on team. You don't get paid for recruiting. We get paid on their customers. So it's really important to understand that the Juice Plus company is about end consumer. It's a consumer-driven, a product-driven, customer-based business. We absolutely reward people for sharing the product with their friends and family. That's what for finding other people to do the same, right? And then there's a bonus scheme as well. The bonuses are in the UK up to £80,000. And I know that they're real and I know that they work because I've had all of them. I achieved all of those bonuses in the first 12 months in this business. I joined to earn £200 a month. But I earned all of those bonuses. I left my full-time job in less than a year. So before the end of 2013, I walked away from a 15-year career. I was able to retire my husband from his 15-year career as well. And I take these monkeys to school every day myself. I pick them up from school every day, and so does my husband. Because of this business, because we were able to say a good yes to an opportunity and recommend a product that we loved anyway. So I just think that, for me, it just makes sense. The product, massive tick in the box, right? Health. Go and have a think about this before we go, right? Who do you know who wants to look good? Who do you know who wants to feel good? Who do you know who wants to make some more money part-time? Everybody, right? Look good, feel good, make money part-time. I don't know anybody who doesn't want that. And even if for you, if this is £500 a month, additional income on top of what you already do, on top of what you already earn, £500 a month is £6,000 a year. £6,000 a year is a hell of a family holiday, potentially a mortgage payment or a rent payment, or just takes the stress out of your life, right? So this business can be anything that you want it to be. So just think about who needs to look good, feel good, make money. Everybody. Is the product deliver that? Yeah. Right? Health, financial freedom, and time. You can have that triangle. Normally you can't have all those 3 things. You can have health, you can have financial freedom, and you can have the time to enjoy the other 2 right here with this business. Thank you very much for taking the time out to come along and support your friends and family. It means a lot to them and to me. I really appreciate your time. I'd love to get some feedback. Please go back to the person who introduced you to the call and give them some feedback as well. It's always much appreciated. I do the call again on a Sunday night, again next Wednesday. So if you would like to dial in again, you are very, very welcome to do so. And thanks very much for dialing in. I will see you all very, very shortly. Thanks, guys. I'm going to go be a mum now for a minute. See you later. I know. I'm sorted out now for you. You're very grateful.